Hi guys, so in today's video we'll be looking into inflation and deflation. So most of you have known inflation and deflation, or we have heard of these terms most of the time, that strikes or in the parliament issues we are often related to inflation. So what is inflation? Inflation happens when the prices of goods and services increases. So what is deflation? Deflation takes place when the price of the goods and services decrease in the country. Inflation and deflation are the opposite sides of the same coin. So in India, the Reserve Bank of India keeps an eye on the level of price changes, and controls deflation or inflation by what? Conducting monetary policy, such as setting the interest rates in India. Okay. Now we are going into the detail. Okay, inflation. It refers to the increase in the prices of goods and services of daily use, such as food, housing, clothing, transport, recreation, consumer staples, etc. Inflation is measured by taking into consideration the average price change in a basket of commodities and services over a period of time. So, inflation in India is calculated by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Okay, so we will go with an example. In this case, there is an in 2019 the price of one basket of apples was 100 rupees. In 2020 it increased to 110. So in this case the inflation is by rupees 10. So which means that there is an increase of 10 percentage. So inflation here is 10 percentage. Okay, if it was decreased to 90, we can say that there is an increase by 10 rupees. I mean decrease by 10 rupees. So there is a deflation by 10 percentage. Okay. Now causes of inflation. First is increase in money supply. So whenever the supply of money increases, people tend to buy things, which in turn increases the demand. So prices will increase. Second is supply chain disruptions. Suppose we can say some goods, due to supply chain issues, it won't arrive in the market, but the people have demand for it. So when there is a limited quantity of goods that are available in the market, naturally the price will increase because of the increasing demand. And third is government sponsored unemployment. Okay, fourth is poor government policies. These 2 points are self explanatory. Okay, types of inflation: demand pull inflation, demand pull inflation. So this is a very important topic. Types of inflation, this can be asked in MCQs. So what is demand pull inflation? When demand of goods and prices increases, it causes demand and pull. Due to the increase in prices due to demand, it can lead to demand pull inflation. So what is cost push inflation? Cost push inflation happens when the production cost increases. So factory production cost increases, that time the cost push inflation happens. And in built in inflation, when wages also increases with increasing cost, that time we can say built in inflation takes place. Okay, based on the percentage of increase in inflation, we can categorize inflation into four types. First one is walking inflation, when the price rises 3 to 10 percentage. That is given in this zombie like figure. Okay, second one is creeping or mild inflation, when the price rises just by 3 percentage. Okay, galloping inflation, when the price rises greater than 10 percentage. Hyperinflation, that is the prices increases more than 50 percentage a month. Okay, now, what is deflation? Deflation is generally the decline in the prices for goods and services that occur when the rate of inflation falls below 10 percentage. Deflation will take place naturally if and when the money supply of an economy is limited. Deflation in an economy indicates deteriorating conditions. So, types of deflation: if the productivity of goods and availability of services is increased in a given economic environment, the prices generally tend to decrease. Second case is if the overall demand for goods decreases, there is subsequent reduction in prices. So whenever the demand decreases, sellers tend to decrease the price. Okay, and causes of deflation. Causes are decrease in money supply, just opposite for what that happens in inflation, and falls in demand that we told you before, and growth in technology. In some cases the unemployment can happen because of the technological advances. Okay, robots can replace normal human beings. Okay, and last one is poor government policies. Okay, so with that we conclude today's lecture on inflation and deflation. I hope today's lecture was productive for you guys. So until next time we meet again, God bless you all. Jai Hind.